Etra-chan saw it. I'm Akamatsu. I work for a local car dismantler. I left home to go to university and live on my own, but I've been back home since yesterday. The reason is... So, brother, these days it's tough for a furniture store that's privately owned. You should change jobs.
Shut up! I took over this shop from our father. I can't let it go under.
It was to persuade my brother. My family's been running a furniture store since my father's generation. And in the past, we used to get a lot of orders from people in the city. But with the decline in population and the rise of online shopping, sales have been steadily declining. And the only thing they get is occasional requests for furniture repairs from regular customers. Apparently, they even ran a deficit the other day. You're still young, and you're good at doing things with your hands, so there must be lots of other jobs you could do. If you want, I can introduce you to my company. It's small, but it's a comfortable place to work. And the president is a kind person.
Huh. I'd rather die with this shop than do something like that. I don't want to hear you talk back when you're the one who abandoned our home.
What?
You want to fight?
Yes. If you're going to fight, do it outside. It's been a while since we've all been together as a family. Can't you all get along?
Mom.
Especially you, Tachibana. It's fine to respect your parents, but you can't keep dragging up the dead. If his son is like that, he won't be able to rest in peace.
But...
Not to mention the shop, but also the car.
Car?
That's right. He still has your father's car in the garage.
What? I thought it stopped working.
It doesn't move. He's taking good care of it. He pays the car tax every year, even though it doesn't work.
What's wrong with that? I inherited that car from my father. It's none of your business what I do with it.
That's something a hoarder would say. Hey, Akamatsu, your company dismantles cars, right? Can you tow it away?
What?
Stop being so selfish! Akamatsu, if you do that, you'll never be able to set foot in this house again!
What? Stop acting like the man of the house! You're good for nothing!
What?
You wanna go?
Damn. This is pointless. I'm gonna go out and get some fresh air.
Duh, whatever.
Be back for dinner.
Damn, why am I being kicked out too? That stupid brother's always been a pain in the ass.
Hello? Yes. What?
Huh?
Yes. I see. I understand. I'll be right over.
What's wrong?
It's Tachibana.
Brother? What happened to him?
He just had an accident.
What? Brother? Why? It was too soon for him to go. I didn't even know how to accept it. I just thought I couldn't leave my mother. I couldn't leave her at home alone. So I came with her for the funeral.
Akamatsu, dinner's ready.
I'm coming. At first, she was depressed. But recently, she's finally started to show her old, cheerful self again. I think that's enough reason for me to stay in this house. But... What's wrong?
No, the store. I was wondering what to do about it.
I took over this shop from our father. I can't let it go under.
Thinking back, that was the last time I talked to my brother. We always fought like that. And that was the last time. If I'd stopped him from going outside that time...
Akamatsu!
What, Mom?
Stop dozing off. Do you want seconds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Mom. Do you want to keep the store running?
Well, if I could, I wouldn't want to close it down. But your father and Tachibana are gone, and I'm not so handy as them. I can't do things like furniture repair.
Don't you want me to take over or something?
But you have your own life, so I'm not going to tell you to do this or that.
I see.
The store and the car.
Oh, Dad's. We used to have family drives.
Yeah, your father loved cars.
He used to make his own car accessories, like drink holders and stuff.
That's right. I remember that Tachibana was inspired by his dad and made all sorts of things.
In the end, though, the only thing that was actually used was the curtain for sleeping in the car.
I remember that.
We used to eat in the car a lot. You used to make rice balls and sandwiches so he wouldn't spill them when he was driving.
Oh, you're right. I was a pretty good mother. I can't help but be reminiscent. I can't bring myself to ask her to take apart the car. I feel like Tachibana is still there.
Brother?
Yeah, he used to lock himself in there and look at the documents and stuff.
Is that how he was? It's been a while since I've been here too. My car's parked in the newer garage. Oh, Dad's car's really here. It's nostalgic. I used to fight with my brother a lot over who would sit in the passenger seat. He's always been a strong-willed person. And in the end, that part of him never changed until the day he died. What's this? There's a document in the car. Oh, it's unlocked. Alright. It was the handwritten business plan. At first I thought my father had made it. But looking at the handwriting, it seemed to have been made by my brother. I didn't know he was this serious about it. He must have really wanted to keep the shop going. He didn't want to let the shop he inherited from his father go under. The numerous ideas in the document seemed to convey my brother's feelings like that. But these days, it's tough for a furniture store that's privately owned. You should change jobs. I didn't take my brother's feelings into account. At all. And we fought again. And my brother left home. It's like I'm the one who killed him. That's the curtain my brother made. Thinking about it, my brother's interest in making things was sparked by this DIY. He was good at making things. He had the ability to make all sorts of things. The reason I ended up working in the automotive industry was probably because of my complex feelings towards my brother, as well as my father's love of cars.
I'm not putting up with my brother who abandoned the family home.
I guess there's no way around what my brother said. Oh man, I don't want to close the shop. If I close it now, won't that mean I'm killing my brother all over again? When I thought about that, I couldn't stand still. Oh, hello? Is this the president? This is Akamatsu. I have a question to ask you. And so, I decided to quit my job. The president listened to my situation and told me that I could come back anytime. I can't thank him enough. I consulted with the president, and for the months leading up to my actual resignation, I stared at the furniture every night, taking it apart and repairing it, getting used to it with my fingers. There was my brother's blueprints in the car, so I made new furniture based on those. And so, when my skills finally caught up, I made a decision.
Manager, the customers came to get the furniture repaired.
Got it! A few years after I became the manager, the store finally started to do well. Compared to a few years ago, the workload was completely different, and we've even hired some new part-time staff. If you're wondering why things are like that...
Excuse me.
What's up?
Can I see that picture of furniture you mentioned?
Oh, sure.
Wow! This is amazing! The sofa was made from a modified front, and the table was made from a modified engine, right?
Yeah. I asked a friend from a demolition company to take it apart and modify the car pieces into furniture.
Wow! The lights on the ceiling are made using headlights, and other furniture too. This room is like a single car.
It used to be my dad's car, but I felt sad to scrap it as it was, so...
Was that the manager's idea?
No, it was originally my brother's idea. In the business plan I saw in the car, it said to turn the cars that are memorable into furniture. I think he came up with the idea when he saw Dad's car, and it took a few years to make it reality. Well, I never thought it would become such a hot topic. It all started on social media. The day I made the furniture parts, my mother took a photo and uploaded it to Twitter. The post got a bit more of a buzz than I expected, and that led to it being featured on TV and attracting more customers. I'm grateful to my mother.
Kuroki!
Oh, Dad!
Hey, you can't go by yourself. Oh, is this the car furniture you've been talking about? It's amazing.
Thank you.
By the way, the business of turning memorable cars into furniture, is it still very popular?
Oh, if that's the case, we just finished one and have an open spot, so we can take care of it.
Actually, we have an old pickup that my grandfather used to drive, but it would be a shame to just scrap it.
I see. Okay, I understand. We'll take the request.
Thank you.
Recently, we've been getting more requests to turn cars into furniture. By the way, the company that handles the dismantling work is my old company. The president was happy that we were able to develop a new customer base. I think this business is the next one we can do.
Akamatsu,
What? Oh, Mom.
you've been working late. You're not sleeping yet?
Yeah, we're on track, but that won't last forever. We have to keep thinking about the next move, looking at the plan that my brother left behind, and think for ourselves.
I see. You're so dependable.
No. When I look at my brother's plan, I think that he thought 100 times more than I imagined, and he worked 100 times harder. Compared to my brother, I'm still not good enough.
He wouldn't say that.
What?
He said it before. That car part furniture. He said he's got an idea after seeing you.
Me?
That's right. He sometimes watched you from afar, and after seeing how hard you worked, he thought that maybe he could do something with a company that does such careful work. Tachibana was watching you work hard, and he probably still is. Well then, I'm going to go to bed. You too. Don't overdo it.
Yeah. Big brother, I'm gonna work hard, so watch over me a little longer.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。思い出の車を家具にしてくれるっていいサービスですね。私は車について詳しくないので、廃車になったら解体された後どうなるのかわからないですが、ただ解体して終わるだけにならないっていうのは素晴らしいことです。車のままだと維持費も大変でしょうから、こうした形で残せるのは素敵な発想ですね。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでもいい話だなと思った方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。